Hello everybody, I would like to welcome you all to the Transcontinental Project, an experiment where a Brit
and a Texan come together to talk about whatever the hell we want.
We're your hosts, Luke Birch and
Sensible Sam. Now before we get started, you know the damn drill. Nothing is off limits. It's not suitable for anybody under the age of 18, so if you're above the age, enjoy the damn show, bitch.
hello.
Right on. Right on.
Yeet.
Right on. All right, thank you. That's tonight's show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a good night. GCPO. All right. So how you doing tonight, Luke?
I'm actually quite good. Some people may know that I trapped a nerve in my neck a couple days ago and it finally got back to 100% tonight.
Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear that, babe. That shit hurts and it's not fun to deal with. I've had those issues before with the pinched nerve and stuff, but I'm so glad. But you're a young buck too, so you know what I mean? If that would have happened to me, we would have been looking at 6 weeks recovery time. But you're a young buck. All you need is 6 days. You've got them pliable, malleable bones, and you have that soft spot, right? Still? I'm just joking. Nothing. You don't even know what I'm talking about. The soft spot right here when they're little tiny babies. Because the bones are still coming in. Or no, they haven't closed yet.
I know that happened. It happened in some dogs. I didn't know it happened in humans.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it the other way around. That's news to me.
I know it happens in small dogs.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that. Well, I don't have a lot of experience with small, with like puppies and kittens. Normally, whenever I get an animal, I've rescued them. You know, I'm not necessarily looking for an animal.
No,
somebody will call me up.
No, I'm saying it normally happens in young dogs of small breeds.
Oh, I thought you meant when they were puppies. I thought all puppies just went like that.
It does happen while they're puppies and it closes over time, but it's mainly an issue for small breeds.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I've never like dealt with, you know, I never knew that because I don't have experience with it. Babies, I do. And I know that they have a soft spot, but I had no idea about puppies. I always get them late in life because I'm rescuing them.
I was about to say, what the fuck? The Mexican doesn't have experience with chihuahuas.
Well, I rescued Bungie, and Bungie was already past that little baby state. So I think, you know what? Now that I think about it, he may have had. I think his soft spot was just about closed. Now that I think about it, he actually did. Oh my God, that's a trippy. I'm tripping balls, Luke. Oh, I'm such a horrible person not to know that. Oh my God. And now I know next time not to put my finger on the puppy's forehead. I mean, top of the head and be like, oh, it's a puppy.
it especially if it's of a small breed.
I had no idea. You know what? Yeah, Thunder. I think Thunder did. I think I got scared and I thought I was going to take him to the vet, but then that kind of like started to close up. So, dude, I didn't realize that was a soft spot though.
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. I learned something today. I learned shit. I love learning shit. Fucking like what is that called? Something school rock, motherfuckers. Now you know. If you didn't know, now you do. But yeah, I always get
I am surprised you hadn't heard of that though.
Like I said, I don't have too much experience with little ones, with little animals or baby animals and stuff. I always get them when they're ready to be adopted or they're a little bit older and stuff. So I just never had the opportunity, I guess. So that's kind of awkward. Oh man. Even, you know what? And I volunteered at an animal shelter years ago. Mm-hmm. But I never worked with like little baby cats or doggies. They had me in the reptile area. So I was taking care of snakes and rodents and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And they kept it away. Like an exotic pet. I also volunteered at the San Antonio Zoo. and they had me in the little baby monkey cage. So I always got those. I did the baby monkeys I knew about, and I figured they're the closest thing to us, so why not? Of course, they would have a soft spot after being born, but yeah, isn't that weird? I just didn't. I don't. And then at the San Antonio Zoo, I also worked with the reptiles there too, just volunteering, just cleaning up stuff, sweeping and mopping and changing diapers, which was awesome. They let me change the baby monkey diapers. Oh, so cute! Fucking love it.
Sounds like fun.
So fucking fun. It was awesome. I got to hold little baby monkeys. That's so cute. Little baby duckets, little baby turtles.
Speaking of animals, there was this one video I watched yesterday. I don't remember the link. I never took down the link, and I found out it's way too early for me to be watching videos of sick or dying animals.
It's never a good time for me too, but I understand your situation though. I'm just bad at watching those videos. I still watch them because I feel like I got to know what's happening, but
yeah,
I cry every time. It doesn't matter if I'm not even in a sad state. But I can understand that it hits you even harder.
Same. It hit harder yesterday than it's ever hit before.
I'm so sorry, dog. Yeah. Little, one day at a time, little by, and it's not going to happen overnight, but you're such a strong person. I'm so proud of you. You're just, in this entire year, you're growing into this just awesome, fantastic man. I'm so proud to be around to see it. So you're doing so great. I'm so proud of you. And it's been hard, I know. And I'm feeling the same way about Rumps, as there's somebody already calling me, they want me to take in a rescue kitten, and my heart's still kind of hurting. I don't know if I'm ready for that, even though I would love the little critter to death. Mm-hmm. But I'm not sure if I'm like ready. But if the kitten doesn't have anywhere else to go, I'll rescue it. But at this point, it's kind of hard.
But you'll do it if needed, but you'd rather there was anyone else out there to do it, sort of thing.
Yeah. And so I'm just kind of crossing my fingers and hoping that they find another. I'm like the last resort place, and I don't know. We'll see. You might be taking a kitten back to the UK, Luke, come next year. Have a goat. Have a goat. Have a cat. Have a cow.
I'm not a cat person.
I never thought I was either. But I've always, for some reason, I always had pet cats because that's who needed rescuing. So, but I love kittens, and I love all animals, actually. If I wasn't so wincy, I'd probably get a tarantula. Because they're so gorgeous. And it's not like I have to go out and buy one. I can just go standing out in the middle of the field, and a tarantula, scorpion, a lizard, a gecko, a fucking walking stick will probably all. And that's not even a joke. That's just coming up. It's like a lizard, a walking stick, and a boar walking to a bar. No, it's actually my backyard. Boy! And so it's just fucking funny though. I love animals. I just love them all. I get free Halloween decorations in October every year. So with all the spiders, they do the webs. Suckers. Y'all, I ain't got to buy no motherfucking webbing. Ain't that great? And it's biodegradable. I'm such a dumb. I'm sorry. I've kept the chit chat too long. Let's get to your shout outs and get this moving.
I can go on about animals all night, but I was going to say when this segment ended, who we all got up in the chat.
Yeah, let's do that. How about I do the chat and you do the shout outs?
Fine by me.
Sweet. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We have Sir Dirk a lot. Thank you, Dirk. We'll be talking to you really soon. And Middle Mitt Podcast, G-Wiz.
What up, G?
Thank you, G-Wiz. We have Scott from It's Pathetic with Scott and Rye Bread.
Hey, Scott.
And we also have Mojo.
Mojo.
Hola todos. Thank you so much for being here, everybody.
If Mojo's here, is he joined by SP?
Probably even. I love that. I love it so much. SP, I love SP. Snagglepuss was one of my favoriteest characters growing up. Like, I love cats. So it was like Snagglepuss, Felix the cat, Pink Panther, like that. Love them, motherfuckers. Love them. Okay, let me get to my list. Okay, Luke, so if you want to go ahead and do the weekly shout-outs, that would be fantastic.
So, it's time for... Actually, I don't think I'm the best at describing what it's time for. Let someone else describe it.
It's time for shout-outs, baby. It's time for shout-outs, baby. So listen up, my bitches, 'cause it's a shout-out time from TCP.
Well, that's definitely a better way of describing it.
Oh, well, thank you.
But...
a very loud way to explain it, but you get it.
Let's get started, as we always do, with Get in the Corner. And quick note to anyone who didn't know, all times are in Central Standard Time. If you want to know the time in your time zone, you can do the conversion.
Google.
But start off as we do every week, Get in the Corner with Yuck Nasty and Dogger Baby. From at some point between 8 and 8:30 p.m. Wednesday nights. At approximately the same time, you also have Dirt Sheet Dudes. Who... The one thing from them that I absolutely love is actually on the Saturday night. Well, Friday night, Saturday night. I'm not sure the exact timing with Hollywood Hangout. I know we tried to do a movie segment, but we will never, ever be able to even hold a candle to Hollywood Hangouts when it comes to movies.
Oh, hell no. I'm just talking about what the hell I probably saw like this week or something. They're talking about epic movies of all time and doing these. Oh, it's just fucking amazing. I love it. It's such an eclectic mix. I'm just talking about what I watched the other day.
But Thursday night, you have sort of the heads of this entire community in Wrestling Soup, with Anthony Missionary Thomas, Joey Numbers, sometimes John Draper. Thursday nights, 8:30. They are immediately followed by the sort of Umbrella Network. Well, the main show of the Umbrella Network, sort of. I fucking don't know how to describe it. I've lost myself, but...
there you go. There you go. Now you got me. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry.
With the Super Party by the WNC guys. Dave Sincere, Michael Smith, Michael Andolini, Michael Corvin, Michael whatever he's going by this week.
Lovebone Mike.
Johnny Florida, and Old Man Jenkins. They actually suffered from a TCP invasion last week, which was fun.
So fucking fun.
But anyone with an interest in gaming, for anyone with an interest in... Where the hell was I going? For anyone with an interest in gaming, you can go to twitch.tv/WNC Jenkins for gameplay from Oman Jenkins. And if you're a Microsoft fanboy, Xbox nerd, you can go to twitch.tv/WNC Network for gaming from Johnny Florida.
So rude.
PlayStation for life.
Xbox, bitch.
On Fridays, you have regularly scheduled hostilities with our boy Eric Turner.
Eric. Oh, yeah. That's our boy.
Saturdays. I know it's currently on hiatus. I'm not sure what its future is exactly, but I'm going to continue shouting it out until I have any idea otherwise, with Sativa Sunrise with Mojo and SP. Some fucking amazing music and some even better skits.
Oh, I love those. My favorite parts too. Just Explore music, bitches. Have some fun.
But see the sunrise at Saturday at 7:30 a.m. with Sativa Sunrise.
I see what you did there.
You have the Trademark Show with our boy Tyler the Trademark.
Yay, Tyler.
That, I believe, normally comes out on a Sunday. And speaking of Sundays, I'm not sure what the future holds for these guys, but our current hiatus, you've got the High Marks. You can find them at Metal Podcast Network, Sundays at 7:30.
You can also catch them on YouTube. You know what? They've got lots of great content to go back and watch.
Hell yeah.
I suggest you do that. Subscribe, hit that bell, follow them. The content is just great. Fucking amazing.
Speaking of Metal Myth, again, something else I'm not sure what the future holds, but Under Wraps for all your underground rap needs with G-Wiz Mondays at 9 p.m.
Explore. Oh, that's the more good music that just comes to the ear bones. Oh, it's awesome. Yes. And Explore music is all I can say with these two.
I'm not that high on rap music personally, but
me either. But I like the stuff you play. Like it's different.
I'm not that high on it, and G was even able to turn me on to some artists.
Right on. Me too. I was like, who is that? That is so awesome. Yeah. So I'm bumping it in my car now. So definitely take a listen. And they've got everybody that we mentioned. Probably check Mixler for the show reels too.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Mixler and people you need to check the show reel of, I'm trying to find a decent lawyer to sue these guys for false advertising with a show that definitely is not pathetic, but claims that it's pathetic with Scott and Rybread.
A totally misleading title, by the way.
Catch them at an irregular time. Just make sure to follow them on Mixler. Get their fucking notifications. And a huge shout out to Sky Genie. Check him out on YouTube. And make sure to go to anchor.fm and search for The Inhuman Experience with Bobby Anthem and Bobby Blades for all your paranormal needs.
Hell yeah. Get woke.
Before it went on a hiatus, I have to say that In Search of My Lost Soul by Bobby Anthem, going off on a segue, had become my favourite show. Sorry to anyone else out there, but it was just fucking amazing.
Oh my gosh, yes. Absolutely. I cannot wait. That is a journey that everybody needs to take. Go back. Oh, he's on Anchor FM or
Anchor.fm.
Anchor.fm. Check it out. Go back and listen to the previous episodes. Get your ass caught up for when the new ones come out, because it's a good ride, babe.
Make sure to go to Spotify to check out Wrestling OD. And go to Spreaker, Wrestling OD with Shaheen. And go to Spreaker to find Ill House Comedy.
Right on.
With one Everett Anthony.
One of our first scheduled guests. The only first scheduled guest.
The only first one. But speaking of scheduled guests, go to YouTube and search Sean the Detail Guy.
For all your car detailing informational needs. Yes, you want to take care of your hoopty, your ride. That's where you go, baby. Make it look clean and shiny.
A huge shout out to a couple of sports YouTubers. You've got Sleg Daddy TV, who covers pretty much all North American sports. He's an open Chicago fan. Chicago Bulls, Chicago Cubs, Chicago Bears, but he doesn't let his bias blind him. He's incredibly... He takes himself out the moment and speaks it as it is.
I like that. That's hard to find nowadays.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of sports YouTubers, for all your NFL needs, go check out Tom Grossi.
What up, Grossi?
He's a Green Bay fan that I found, but he covers everything related to the National Football League.
I like when his dad's on. His dad's a Cowboy fan. I like when his dad's on.
Yeah, at least his son was able to actually see the light.
Okay, Luke. Slandering already. But yeah, it's a fun show though. He's funny.
But one of my new favourite stand-up comedians, make sure to go check out Chris Cope.
An amazing friend, amazing human. You can follow him on Twitter under Chris Cope, or go to the YouTube and find just type in Chris Cope and you'll find some great bits that he has. Really, really funny. I highly recommend him.
As seen on what national talk show was he on? Conan?
He was on Conan. Just a little guy named Conan. And yeah, so he's been on a couple of shows, but Conan is for sure one. He's had a little special as well, The Laugh Factory, so that's pretty damn cool.
Right on.
Right on.
And speaking of two irritating, annoying pains in the ass, go to Twitter at Transcontinental Pro, Instagram El Proyecto Transcontinental.
Oh, that's so stupid.
And YouTube and BitChute, the Transcontinental Project. Obviously, you can always just tune into us live, but make sure to go to them for as well. And
absolutely, and subscribe, YouTube.
Last and certainly not least, our executive art director, Mr. Dick Van Klondike.
Where balls deep are you?
Hell yeah.
My balls are so deep. I'm so balls deep. You wish I wasn't so balls deep.
So deep in our love for Bill.
Absolutely. I love you, Bill. Is that all we got for the shout out?
For shout outs, yeah.
Sweet. Let me close out that tab.
And
thank you, Bobby Anthem, who's joined us while we were doing the shout outs.
Hey, Bobby! I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I do find it funny that last week it was me that forgot to play that little shout out song. And this week you forgot to remind me.
Yeah, I did. I had one job last week and I totally reminded him after we were doing the shout out. So
yeah.
Yay for me, I had one job.
Last week I got a message, oh shit, the shout out song. when we were on to like Friday or Saturday shout outs.
And I wasn't even like I wasn't even like upset because I'm more like, do I want to destroy people's ear bones this week? I'm not too sure. But we destroyed your ear bones a little bit today, so I'm so sorry about that.
Does it hurt, G? Does it hurt?
So deep. All right, cool. We'll be heading off to break soon, but we still got a couple of things that I want to talk about because I haven't.
Yeah, we got like about 20 minutes before I was hoping to go to the first break.
Fantastic. Just keep an eye on that because you know me, I'm a jibber jab all over the place.
Just let me say very quickly so that he can hear it. G said, Bobby doesn't see our messages, but he knows we love him most. No, we love him most. We do.
No,
we
do. We love him most. We love him more. We love him more than you do. We love him more than anybody ever does. Come on. In the whole world, like in the future, the past, and the present. I'm just joking. We all love him so much. You see that? It's a mud. You know what? TCP is going to be holding a mud wrestling exhibition, and everybody who thinks they love Bobby the most, come and meet me. Bring your best bikini, and we're going to mud wrestle bitches for Bobby's love.
Flights to Texas.
Bikinis off Amazon.
Amazon bikini.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I got sidetracked for a second. I was thinking about everybody in bikinis, and I totally lost my marbles for a second. I am so. Could you imagine Bobby in a bikini? I mean, we're wrestling over him, but I'd still like to see that too. You could be in the sidelines with the bikini on. I'll be fine with that.
While we're all wrestling in the mud, he can be the referee.
Ooh, yeah, yes. And he has to jump in too and get all muddy and then count us down. You know what I mean? Do the 3 count. I just want Bobby in mud and a Speedo. Oh my God. Oops! I just gave away my whole plan. Son of a bitch! Damn it! Now everybody knows. Son of a bitch! I can't keep nothing quiet, Luke. You know what I mean? Get excited over here. But it's definitely an idea that I would like to explore, perhaps. Dude, you know, there was, you know what, going off topic from that, you know, I've always, around here in the area that I live, you always see a lot of really nice cars, right? I'm not driving one of those nice cars, let me tell you. I am so out of place. But there are a lot of, you see a lot of Corvettes and Stingrays and Teslas and Mercedes truck stuff and Ferraris and Maseratis, you name it. And especially during the weekend and stuff. And I always think about it and I'm like, man, I would love to have one of those cars. And then I think about it and it's like, I'm bitching about that old Mercedes I used to have. It was all missing the bumper and shit. I gave up on it. It's dead. It's just sitting in the driveway. But one part off of a Mercedes could run me anywhere from $50 to $500 to $1,500, and I can only imagine if you needed to switch something out on a Bugatti or a fucking Ferrari. It's like you're gonna have to do some favors, I think, to pay that bill off. It's a $200,000 car, and if you get a scratch on it, the fucking car is totaled. And the only reason that I think about that is because there's an athlete here in Texas. He plays for the Dallas Stars, and one of his posts went viral because he had his Ferrari parked, and some dude left a note, and it says, "Sorry, I hitted your car, bro, but I don't have any money to pay for it." And that was it. He left a note, which was nice. Just didn't leave any insurance information or a phone number. Just said,
no
"Hey,
shit.
I hit it just like this. I hit it your car, bro. Sorry, no, I hit it your car. Sorry, bro. I can't pay to fix it." So I was like,
if I could have any car on the face of the planet, it would be a red Ferrari.
it's a beautiful car. And I can only imagine how much this Dallas Stars player is going to have to pay for that fender bender that he got, if it's not considered totaled, because it has to be at certain specifications. And so even if you, like, for instance, Tracy Morgan, his Bugatti got a tiny scratch on the side, which he went ballistic over because some old lady tried to merge and didn't see him because the car's so low, and she scratched the side of his door. Oh, he went ballistic. I'm pretty sure, because that's a $2 million car, and I'm pretty sure that's a $500,000 paint job just to repair that stupid scratch. Think about it. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I have a soft spot for Lamborghinis. I have a soft spot for Mercedes. But if I could have any car on the planet, it would have to be a Ferrari.
Better get full coverage on that shit. I'm telling you, because if a bird poops on it, it's totaled.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I doubt I'm even smart enough to pass a driver's ed class, but
Come on.
There's absolutely no way I'll ever be able to afford a Ferrari, but let me dream.
Before my mom passed away, bless her heart, we were going to get her a Porsche because she always wanted a Porsche. This one was a stick shift, and I actually taught her how to drive a stick shift when I was a kid. When she got her first car, and it was super cheap at an auction. I think she paid like $500 for this Toyota, and it was a stick shift, and she kept grinding the gears. She ground it till it fit. I tell you what, but I got to help her out and teach her, and so she was able to drive a stick. And when we saw this Porsche that was owned by this little old lady, and she only wanted $2,500 for it. It was about 10 years old. It was in immaculate condition. And I really did want to get that for her. We were almost going to get it before she got really ill and we had to shift attention. But I think she had the right idea as far as getting something used, perhaps. Mm-hmm. Hell, fucking take it on a lease. You lease it for a year, have some motherfucking fun, give the bitch back, get another car, and I don't see the point in buying a fucking car to begin with, because in like 2 to 3 years there's another model, and then then your GPS really doesn't work, and blah blah blah, it doesn't update as it should. So it's little things that make you try to buy another car and keep the car of the year. I'll keep a car for 15 years. I don't care. I'm more of the older car kind of a person, used car, because I can always turn a used car in and get a better car. But it's just like a lease. Even though it's like a rental car, you still get to drive really badass cars, and they take care of the maintenance and all this other stuff. And, you have maintenance fees, but they keep it up. So it's pretty, I've actually, thought, well, maybe I could have a Range Rover for like 6 months and just enjoy it and feel what it is to have my ass in a Range Rover seat just once. You know what I mean? Take shitloads of pictures and Snapchat myself. Oh, check it out. I'm in a fucking, check me out. And I'm going to have like five ones. I'm going to make it seem like I have lots of money in my hand, but it's a stack of ones. This is a trick. Get $20, get them all in ones, get it into a stack, put a little rubber band around it or roll it up, and then take a picture, and you look like a fucking baller. Or,
even better, wrap it up, get about 20 ones, and get one £20 note and put that at the front so it looks like it's actually a stack of 20s, and there's no way anyone would be able to tell what's behind it.
Oh my God, Luke, that's so funny that you said that, because for one of the first cars that I had purchased, the guy in the car lot didn't want to finance it with me because he thought I couldn't take care of it because my credit I didn't have a lot of credit. Mm-hmm. And so that's pretty much what I did. I pretty much, yeah. I had just gotten paid, right? And I think it was like $600, right? But I had it rolled up, and then, I told my son, when we're over there talking to the dealer, you see that soda machine? Ask me for a soda. Why, Mom? Just do it. So we're sitting there talking. I don't think you can do it. And I say, oh, Adam, I nudged him, and he's all like, hey, Mom, I'm thirsty. Can I have a soda? So I pulled out my wad of cash, and I started trying to, I had already arranged it, had the hundreds on the outside and the ones on the inside. So I had to make it seem like I was flipping through all my fucking hundreds, 20s, and 50s to get to that $1 bill. Little did he know that was the rent, but I was balling that day. And he was all, and I'm telling you, I drove off the lot with an 84 Camaro that day. Beautiful fucking car. It saved my life too after that Via Bus accident. But yeah, it was meant to be, man. I love a sturdy all metal car, and I really wanted that car. And sure enough, he saw that wad, and hell yeah, I'd be a fool not to take her money.
But going back a couple of minutes, I did a couple of months of driver's ed back in 2017. Then I had a bit of a mental episode and knocked it on the head and haven't gone back since.
Well, you should. I mean, even if you don't think you're gonna be driving or anything, it's always a good thing to have, just in case of an emergency, or you got to drive somewhere, somebody somewhere.
Could you do me a favor and keep the people entertained for like 30 seconds?
Right on. Yes.
And I'll be back.
All right, sounds good, babe. Dirk, yes, a Camaro, an 84 Camaro. And it had these really badass rims. It wasn't anything, it was probably like a 4 or 6 banger. It wasn't anything big, like full of power, but it was beautiful. It was blue with this tan interior. And that motherfucker, I got hit by a Metropolitan bus, T-boned by a Metropolitan bus, one of those, like a transit bus, those big ones. And that car, I had my oldest son strapped in the car seat at the time. And we got T-boned by that bus. My leg got caught in the door and the seat, but I was able to pull it out. Glass was flying around. I unbuckled my son and we jumped out of the car. I collapsed because my leg gave out. We thought it was broken. But the car had gone T-boned, and we hit a telephone pole as we spun out, and one of the shocks came up through the back of the trunk. I was on the news, guys. I was actually on the news. Like they showed the car sitting on the ground, just fucking totaled. And it was one of the scariest things in my life, but one of the most thankful things that I have to say is that I was a stickler. I wanted that old, heavy, all-metal car, and it saved my ass.
Sorry about that.
That's why I won't get rid of my 85 Mustang, because that bitch has saved us on more than one occasion, and the alignment to it is absolutely sturdy and perfect. Nothing wrong with it. So that's why I like me some older cars. That's why I had that 96 Mercedes. It was like rolling on a tank, a diesel tank. Now I have this little tiny Kia. I feel like I'm going to get blown away on each turn by the wind. Oh, here's a strong gust of wind. There goes Sam. We'll miss you.
No, don't leave us.
I mean, let's all go fondle me a heavier car, everybody, because I'm going to get blown away in the wind. But no, yeah, I love my Kia. It's a great little car, and it's super heavy. And for it being heavy, it has a tip over hazard. So, freaking race car Sam can't take those turns the way she likes to in her Mustang or the Mercedes. You know what I mean? I got to be all careful now. I don't want to flip over. But yeah, the next one I would like would be that Jeep has a new pickup truck. Everybody thinks it looks ugly, but I think it's pretty rad. I wouldn't mind one of those. It's a pretty rad truck. I like it. It's a Jeep, and then it has like I think it's maybe not a full-size bed. It might be a half bed, but still, I need something like that. So that would be awesome. I'm just going to wait 10 years so they can become used, and then I'll buy one.
No, I'd sell my soul for a red Ferrari, and I'd be
so jealous. I'd honestly, Luke, if you got one, I'd be so jealous. I'd be the jelly belliest.
I mean every word of it. I would sell my soul for a red Ferrari. But sorry, I had to pop off for a minute, for a split second. As some people may know, I have a little bit of an obsession with flags. And the flag right behind me is the flag of what state?
The best state in the union, Texas.
And one of the drawing pins have fallen out, and I was looking for that very quickly. I didn't find it, but...
Oh my gosh, well, watch where you put your butt, because you don't want that pin to get in your buttocks. It's happened to me, so I'm just saying. From one buttock healer to another, you know what I mean? But watch out.
I'd rather it happen to me than anyone else, though. I wouldn't want anyone else to be in pain.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Well, there are some people, but the chances of them ever being in my room to step on that tack are...
slim to none.
None to none.
Slim to nil.
None.
Which is good anyway. I would have... Yeah, no, I'm not going to even go with that. I'm not going that route. But yeah, dude, I mean, I love cars, and now I guess I'm thinking about it so much because now my oldest son is looking, you know, he wants a car. He wants to be more independent. He doesn't like borrowing the car, and you know, he always feels like, because if he borrows the car, I don't have a vehicle, so you know, I better have everything I need before he leaves, because I'm not in a location where I can walk to the corner store or
But
Take a bus down the way.
just very quickly, I'm not sure if that's Jenk or CJ. If it's Jenk, what up? If it's CJ, yeet.
G says, 2 red Ferraris? Oh, Dirk, how old are your kids, Sam? I have a 20-year-old that's going to be 21 in March, this coming March. And I have a 17-year-old that's going to be 18 in May. And they both have jobs. They're both working. They're both full-time working dudes. I'm very, very proud of them. So I can understand, my son wants to move out here, he wants to move out and get a car and, do his thing. I'm over here crying, by the way, because I don't want my boy to leave, but stay with me forever.
Ouch, Jenk.
Oh no. I hope you feel better, doll. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. A heat pack to begin with for the first hour, 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off, and then do a cool pack for the next hour, 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off.
Just think how weird it is. You have a 20-year-old who'll be 21 in March.
Mm-hmm.
So that means they were born in March 1999.
Yes, they were.
So you have a kid that is 6 months older than the person you do a show with.
It's crazy, right? It's ridiculous, right? My best friend is like 6 months younger than my son.
Ouch, Jenk. I pinched a nerve in my neck myself just a couple days ago. Ouch, I feel your pain.
Send him that exercise I sent you, Luke. The chin exercise. Because that really does help.
Yep.
It helps release a pinched nerve in the neck.
Yeah.
So, I'll get that over to you.
Jenk, you know where the soft spot in the neck turns into the skull? Put your 2 thumbs there. Stretch your skin up. And put your chin to your chest and hold that position for 30 seconds. Do that 3 times. It won't fix it immediately, but do that over about 3 to 4 days. And a couple of times a day, 3 to 4 days, and it should be back to 100%.
Absolutely, yeah. Because the nerve is kinked, and bringing your chin down like that towards your chest will actually release the kink. Little by little as the swelling goes down.
I pinched mine on Thursday and got back to 100% today.
Right on. And I used to do massages and stuff like that. Damn it. I was going to be a masseuse. Because I was so into that. And I would volunteer with masseuse people so that I could learn their little techniques and stuff. Because my mom had rheumatoid arthritis, so I was always trying to learn new techniques to massage her body and keep it going because it would stiffen up. So, yeah, oh, man, that'd be so fucking awesome. So fucking awesome to go back and do that. I would give everybody a massage. I would if I was a millionaire, I'd fly to your house and give you a personal massage.
I don't know.
That sounded really, that didn't sound too good. That's not a,
Yeah.
After it came out of my mouth, then I was like, that just came out my mouth.
It's even weirder considering June Takayama just dropped in the chat.
Hi, June. He just dropped out, but still. Hi, June. Love you.
And June, if you listen to this back, pay your fucking debt. But sorry to hear that, Jenk.
Already didn't help. Been doing that for the past 4 days. Oh gosh, for the past 4 days already. Oh my gosh. Yeah, then if you're at the 4-day mark, heat is what's going to help you.
Yeah.
Not ice. Heat, not ice. So if we're at that point, heat, not ice, resting as much as you can, keeping your back straight, and trying not to use a pillow. Just kind of lay out straight and flat. It's going to be it. See, us older folks take longer to heal, Luke.
Note to self, do not age past 25.
Oh my God, I wish.
But
I wish.
I just had a really macabre thought.
What's that?
If I wasn't going to age past 25, technically it's impossible to stop the aging process, so I'd have to die in 2024. Make sure to age past 25.
I wanted not to age, but now I'm looking forward to aging just because of all the wonderful drugs that technology has brought forth. So I'm kind of comfortable with, I'm looking forward to 60 is what I can say, because that's my mark. 60 is my mark. 60 is when I'm going to try every drug imaginable. I'm going to drink so much. I'm going to be so old and horny and high.
Production meeting on Twitter.
It's going to be awesome.
But good.
It's going to be so fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. I'll check it right now. But yeah, I'm totally going to. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I was just thinking the same thing.
I'll always remember that show you sent me, Growing Old Disgracefully. That was hilarious.
One of my favorite shows, man. One of my favorite shows, and it's based in the UK. Oh my god, I love these old people. I'm like so envious. I'm gonna do so many mushrooms and so much peyote. It's gonna be awesome.
But we're gonna go to our first break now, and who knows, we may return with a special guest. You never know.
Or you do. We'll see. But either way, we're going to go pee, and we'll be right back.
See you all in about 5 minutes.
The time has come.
This is the Inhuman Bobby Anthem. When I'm not searching for my lost soul, I'm hanging out with my friends Luke Birch and Sensible Sam on the Transcontinental Project.
Pardon me, we're just having some small difficulties. Our guest is having some issue hearing us. But
I'm getting it.
At least the two of us are back up. I'm actually messaging with the person who's supposed to be our guest to try and make
the integrated headphones. Oh.
So just bear with us for just a little bit while we try to get this through. In the meantime, I would like to talk about vaginas. I'm joking.
And just very quickly, I know the Mixler will be able to hear them. That is Sir Dirk a lot.
Yes. Send you up, Dirk. It's Dirk a lot, but we're just trying to get the I don't know, configure or something. Unless you want to tell. Oh no, I was gonna say tell him to just mute himself, and then until when he hears us in his earbone, then he can turn us back up. Maybe, I don't know. Earbone, let me get in your earbone. Want to lick your earbone up?
I had it.
I got a lot of bones. Unless you want to tell. I was gonna say tell him to just mute himself, and then. Hey, why am I echoing? Hears us in his earbone, then he can turn us back up. Maybe, I don't know. Earbone, let me get in your earbone. Want to lick your earbone up?
I can hear Sam.
Oh, he hears me. I was gonna say, tell him to just mute himself, and then. Hey, why am I echoing? His ear, then he turn us back up, maybe.
Yeah, I can hear Sam.
You're hearing the Mixler, Dirk.
Oh, turn your Mixler down, babe.
Turn the Mixler down. Turn the Mixler down. Turn the Mixler down.
Luke.
Okay, hold on.
That's what
I'll do myself. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I really am.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry about it, man. It's all part of the show, baby. That? Oh, I hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
And sure. And while we're waiting, just a very quick hello to Cheese, who's just joined us in the chat.
Shut up, Cheese.
What up, pal?
Hola, Cheese. I greatly missed you. Get it? I greatly missed you. Yeah. Okay, nobody got that.
Not your best joke of all time.
Not my best joke of the time.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard
You guys
myself
hear me
again.
Hello,
we can hear
check.
And he still got the mixer on.
Yeah, Okay, I'm going to have to remove him from the call for the time being.
Right, message him and tell him we can try again, and just have him have the mixer down when he. That's the echo that I'm hearing is myself.
Yeah, I had to remove him from the call quickly because the dude had his mixer up and.
Okay, well, just message him and I'll entertain the crowd. Just message him and see if we can get it going. I would really love to have him on tonight. And hey, guys, it happens. It happens. Technical difficulties happen. And if you're not too familiar with using Skype, it can happen. And if you do call in, just turn down the mixer and turn us up. If you, the best thing to do is not get on your Skype and your Mixler on the same PC, because that's the problem that I had in the beginning. If you have a handset, Dirk, put on the handset, if you can hear me, get it on the handset, and then, or just log out of the Mixler and you won't be able to chat on the Mixler, unfortunately, but if you're on your PC and you're trying to do both, only one can happen, because I've learned that one. I'm not very techie, but I did know that. I figured it out, actually. I didn't know it.
I can't mute it on mine when it's him who has it up, but...
Right on. Yeah, so that might have been it. He may have been on his PC trying to do Skype, and when you mute the Mixler chat, you also mute yourself on your Skype. So I don't know. It have been that. I'm on a PC on my Mixler and on a handset on my Skype, because that seems to work the easiest for me, so I don't step on toes. Ooh, it's okay since we haven't had a show yet with the new name. Ooh, breaking news! Did I just see some? Am I all TMZ right now? Breaking news and stuff.
If Dirk can hear me, I'm going to try calling back in, but please, before you answer, mute the Mixler, okay?
Dirty high marks.
And I've completely lost the call now, so I'm going to call Sam back and try Dirk again afterwards. Yay, technical difficulties! Yay, technical difficulties!
Yay!
But
I was just about to be like, and Luke hung up on me.
I'm gonna try adding Dirk back in.
Okay, everybody cross your fingers, toes, your eyes, and your butt.
Yo.
Can you hear us? Dirk.
Oh boy.
Here
we go.
Yay! Technical difficulties.
Still messing up, huh? I'm on this phone. I'm on that phone.
And it doesn't have him. No, because when you call it, it's not muted unless you mute yourself. So, Dirk, I want to talk to you.
Same.
Got it.
I got a gun show for you, Scott. It's my left gun and my right gun. Woo! Locked and loaded.
Well, I'd rather a show of handguns, shotguns, machine guns.
Oh,
Well, that sounds fun for another episode. I don't know what that entails, but that sounds fun.
And I'm starting to fear then we may not be able to actually have Dirk interactive tonight.
I don't want that on mute.
Just so you all know, for some strange unknown reason, he cannot hear us.
Okay, cool.
I don't know why that is, but...
Fuck. Okay, here.
Thank you all for
Turn that
hanging out
off.
with us all.
Twitter, okay. Twitter.
My finger bone's connected to my hand bone. My hand bone's connected to my arm bone. My arm bone's connected to my heart bone. And that's all my bones.
Okay.
That was a good one. G.
That's probably the most creative Darth Vader joke I've ever heard. I always hear the exact same one over and over and over again.
I like this one. That's a good variation on it. I like this. I like it. I am your podcast. Yes.
Over and over and over again. Oh, for fuck's sake!
I like this one. We don't want to see your porn. I like it. I am your podcast. Yes.
Hang on.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Sam. I'm going to hang up, and I'm going to call you back, okay?
Oh shit.
I'm calling Sam back.
That sounded like a bad porn.
Yeah.
Over and over and over. Then I was there in the background. Oh, magic. That was magic. Your lack of clear internet connection disturbs me.
But it's starting to appear unlikely that we'll be able to have Dirk tonight, but I'm sure we will in the future, if not tonight.
Absolutely. Dirk can be on anytime. Oh, excuse me. That was a good one, CJ. Yeah, well, definitely. He's welcome on anytime, and I was super excited. I am super excited to have him on tonight. So if it works out, then alrighty then.
The thing is, I think I know what he was doing wrong, but
So message him.
But I couldn't tell him because he couldn't hear me.
Just message it to him. That's what you should have done. You just message him what you think the issue is, that he can. I have no idea at this point.
Dirk, I'm about to send you a video on Twitter showing you basically what I think you need to do. Hang on.
Oh, Luke's good at this, everybody. Because whenever I don't get nothing, because he's the youngster, right? And he knows he's all techie. So he'll send me these videos, and it's like a quick video, and he will select. It's cool, man. It's fucking cool. I don't know how the hell Luke does it, but he learns me some stuff. So back to vaginas. As soon as I say vaginas, two else will appear. Vagina is the magic word. If I say vagina, more people will appear. Vagina. Vagigis. Vaginals. Vaginimals. Vagilistic. Vagiticular. That's just ridiculous. I should be a rapper. A really slow rapper with no beat. Hashtag back to vaginas. Vagina is a safety net. Hashtag vaginas are safety nets. Vaginas are fun. Luke's cringing because I'm saying vaginas too much.
No, not at
But
all.
JJ. Ooh, JJ. That's a good one. Vag to the future. Ah! Vag to the future. That's the JJ ridiculous. Oh, I'm Harry Potter. Vagimus extremus.
But
Vagimus extremus.
Dirk, I'm about to send you a 23-second video on Twitter.
I'm gonna keep casting spells. Vagimus extrudicus. Vegemite. Oh no, Vegemite is something you eat, right? Ah, well, there you go. Big Trouble in Little Vagina. Ah, that was so good. That's so good.
Okay,
Big Trouble.
You talking about spells is actually really funny.
Why?
Because I am not in any way, shape, or form a Harry Potter fan.
Really? Certimus Vaginicus? Nothing?
I've never watched a single film, never read a word of any of the books. But someone told me I should do an online quiz to tell me what Hogwarts house I should be in.
I'm in. Well, you know what? I don't even know which houses. I've never. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I've seen the first Harry Potter movie. That's about it.
I'm not sure if anyone could give me a description of my personality or anything of this, but apparently I'm Slytherin. Oh,
yeah, my thing's Slytherin's all over the place to the left and right. Yeah.
So if any Harry Potter nut could give me a personality description based off that would be great. But
I'm a slip and slither mutt. No, no. I would be of the Bordick house. That's what I would do.
According to 3 straight online tests I did, I was Scott.
I'm Bordiculin. That's the house I'm in. Bordiculin. And we wave these little wands made out of Bordick, and you just wave it around and you say Bordiculamus Optimalus Vaginamus. I don't know what happens. I'm still working on that.
I'm only going off the 3 online tests I did, but
I'm Team Vampire. That's it, right? No, I'm talking. No, sorry. Totally different movie.
Wrong film.
Bordiculin. Bordiculin. The House of Bordiculin. That would be so awesome. I would wave my magic boar stick around and I'd tap everybody on the nose and make them bordiculous. The world would be much brighter if everybody was just a little bit more bordiculous. Just a little bit. Everybody touch your dick just for a little bit. It's ridiculous. Yep, just a little bit.
I'm not sure if Dirk has seen the video I sent him or not.
Oh, he probably is.
But
G says if Sam was a vampire, she'd be Count Bordicula. One Bordick. Two Bordicks. Oh no, wait. That's Sesame Street. My bad. Sorry, G, I was way off. I caught myself.
But to Scott, who's saying I'm apparently not Slytherin, I'm only going off what online test told me. I took about 3. Potternut told me to take one. I took about 3 or 4, and they all came back with the same result.
I would like to take that quiz, even though I don't Harry Potter. But
I
still like.
How for fuck's sake! I've pulled my headphones out.
I love peanut butter Bordick sandwiches. Gotcha.
Yeah, I need to stop pulling my headphones out.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I should have waited for that sentence to end.
What?
But yes,
What?
headphones.
What other method should I use? Actually, yeah, let's actually give that a shot. Would you be down for what Scott just suggested in the chat?
Yeah, right on.
Hang on, just let me find him. Calling you, Scott. And I am going to try calling Dirk back in as well, but it's starting to appear that may be a future thing and not a this week thing.
Right on.
Not of this week or not of this fucking world.
Nah, I'm talking about I'm trying to call Dirk again, but it's starting to appear as though it may not be a this week thing.
Oh shit. Hold on.
Well, that sucks. I hear him now. Can y'all hear him?
Yeah, we can hear him.
We can all hear him fine. The issue he's having is he can't hear us.
Oh, that poor unfortunate fellow. He must be cutting his wrists as we speak.
Got in there.
And I think I know exactly what the problem is. It's just I can't describe to him what the problem is because he cannot hear us.
From now on, Luke, we have guests at the beginning of the show. That way we can call them in during our pre-call show so we can test.
Agreed.
Or at least have a test run the day before and then pull it out of our pocket.
Agreed. Dirk, can you hear us?
Okay, there we go.
Girl, you know it's true. I love you. Or Sam.
Yes.
Sam, do you want to blame it on the rain?
Here we go.
Blame it on the rain.
We're
gonna get so copyright striked.
Well, Sam, you know one of the Milli Vanilli guys is already dead. He committed suicide in the 90s.
I totally do know that, and I know that they were faking their music anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter if I steal it from them, does it?
Oh, for fuck's sake, I've done it again.
There.
Stop pulling out
There.
Stop pulling it out.
Do you know how often that gets men into trouble, Sam? Stop pulling it out. Bad advice, lady.
No, it's good
always
advice in certain situations.
Pull out. No matter how sweetly she whispers in your ear, go ahead. Damn, you're a mother. You've been there.
I planned my kid.
Pull out, or it'll cost you financially for the next 18 years.
Go ahead.
Okay, Dirk is playing the Mixler again, so that is removed from call.
Sam, if you're banging and making those kind of noises, I'd stop and be like, yo, are you okay? Or do you have, like, internal injuries?
It does sound like a porn, doesn't it, when it comes back? Especially the last.
It sounded more like an assault.
Oh, my bad. The last one sounded like a porn. Over and over and over. I got that in my brain bone now. God damn you, Luke. Damn you, and I got over and over.
Oh, damn, Luke. Luke is the only fucking glue that's holding our shit together.
It hurts because I know exactly what the issue is. I'm 95% certain I know what issue Dirk is having.
It's just so hard to translate that over in text form, even in video. We'd have to get on like a call to fix this, I think, directly.
Dirt Chronicles is my new favorite show. Right now, I was also half listening to the Dark Chronicles show, Kevin Castle and Tresdu's show, too, at the same time.
Boo! Stop infringing on our time, motherfuckers.
I know, so I made a choice, Luke.
Hey.
God damn. But I like their shit, too. I think podcasts with the male-female dynamic are a nice change of pace. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm saying?
Do you want me to be completely honest?
Of course, Luke. This is your fucking show.
I have made absolutely no bones, or I have not tried to hide the fact that Sam was my runaway first choice. There's multiple reasons for that, but that dynamic was one of them.
Right on. I'm sorry. Shut up, please.
That was just one of many reasons, but that dynamic was one of them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, and Luke, one thing, motherfucker, never discount your own personal charm and wherewithal.
Thank you.
Only people tuned in to hear you, motherfucker.
Stop
it. And if you deny that in front of my face, I'll come over there and give you a Brexit as I kick your ass into the fucking North Sea.
That's actually a quick, interesting fact to anyone who has not been following the Brexit process. This is the final episode of TCP you will ever hear while Britain are members of the European Union. Britain leaves the European Union this Friday. No ifs, no ands, no buts. At 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can do the conversions.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
Scott, you're low.
Oh, here, am I better? I don't know.
Can we get a check 1-2 from you?
You can always get a check from me, baby.
That's better. That's better.
The check may bounce, but
yeah,
you'll get it.
This is the final episode of TCP with Britain members of the European Union.
I'll drink to that too. I just had a drink too, Luke.
Yep.
Oh, I'll drink to that.
Something I've been fighting for 4 years is finally happening. And
I wish I knew more details about that because I want to be happy or angry or something, but I don't.
Well, me too. I wish I knew greater details, but it seems a little, from an outsider's perspective, counterintuitive to.
No, I didn't, Jay. No, I didn't.
So I'm thinking about what the fuck am I gonna do for my show, our show on Thursday?
What time on Thursday are you planning it for? Because, you know,
between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. East Coast time. That would be New York time.
So, 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. East. Okay, if it's towards the start of that, I may have to listen on the show reel, but if it's towards the end of that, I'll be listening live.
Look, the fact that you make the time out of your day to go back and listen to our show on the show reel is enough to make me tear up a little. Thank you. I appreciate it. Rybread appreciates it too.
Right on.
While we're on that subject, I'm not getting any of my Mixer notifications at all. I have no idea.
Or Twitter, by the sounds of it.
Or Twitter. The twat's been a twat to me. Twitter's being a twat. And I'm not getting notifications. And so Luke is the one that will message me. If he gets notification, he'll message me. So that's my lifeline. But if you guys want to shoot me like a DM or something, hey, we're gonna go on. If I can, dude, I miss you guys. Like I listen to y'all's replays, and on those days where I just feel like listening back, you just listen back and. But I miss you guys.
Are you serious?
In the real time.
Back to the shows you've done in the past.
It's an awesome thing. You guys are that good.
Well,
Yeah,
stop trying to make me cry, bitch.
I'm not trying to make it cry, bitch. Touch my love bone.
And just a little love bone. Just a little love bone.
Just a little love bone.
But that is one of the main reasons why I say I'm tempted to sue you for false advertising, because your show definitely is not pathetic.
Oh my God, 100%. It should be. It's amazing. It's fucking amazeballs. It's fucking ridiculous. It's something royal, regal.
And a quick disclaimer to everyone: I'm not considering suing Scott for false advertising, but I'm going to continue saying it because I think it's funny.
Right on, because it's so misleading, but it's such a great. I love the I love the podcast show name. It's a clever name of it.
Stories that are in fact pathetic, but this week I think I want to talk about the Kobe Bryant tragedy.
It's
not going to be a comedy show.
Just very quickly before we get into Kobe, because I did want to touch on this. Just very quickly to Dirk in the chat. Should the time arise at some point in the future, would you be willing to call in? We will have to get on a call on Facebook at some point to try and so I can talk you through whatever issue it is you're having. But I hope you don't take any offense to what I'm about to say, but I simply cannot have you on Skype when your Mixler is unmuted. It makes the job in post impossible.
And also too, Dirk I really enjoyed the bit of Mixler that Dirk posted about Kobe. So I'm really that's kind of what I wanted to talk about too, and I'm so glad that Scott brought it up because that was.
Wait, before I do that, I also want to send a shout out to Dirk. Much love to you, man. He listens to the show sometimes. We've actually been buddies on this whole podcast family for a while, so
hell yeah,
much love.
Dude, Scott, you gotta listen. You gotta listen back to his Mixler, Scott, and he did just a really great commentary on Kobe's passing. It was really good. I was actually tearing up at times. So
I don't blame you, man. It's a fucking tragedy all around.
Yeah,
families are ruined. I want to say ruined, devastated by this.
He did like a 15-minute show sort of thing on Kobe's passing.
Mm-hmm. It was so good. So good.
And I'm about to say something now, and I really do not want people to take it the wrong way. But I almost feel more sorry for the 7 other people who, not including Kobe and his daughter, who died in that helicopter crash, because, understandably, Kobe and Kobe's daughter are getting all the media attention, and the death of them other 7 is sort of being
overshadowed
a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. There was an entire family of a mother.
Yeah,
I know.
And
3 people with the same last name. You know, when you read that list on the news article, it dawns on you. It's like, wow.
Not at all.
Families have just been wiped out and devastated. You know, Kobe was 41 years old, man. He wasn't much older than us.
His daughter was only 13.
I know, she was a fucking kid. Yeah. I'm not disparaging her by calling her. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
And I really hope what I'm saying does not sound cold-hearted, but I feel sorry for the 7 other people who died in the crash along with Kobe and his daughter, because for obvious reasons, Kobe is taking all of the media attention of that crash, as he should. He's in my opinion, and I'm just talking about my personal opinion, the second greatest basketball player of all time, behind just behind Michael Jordan, the second greatest of all time. But
no, right on. No, I get that. No, absolutely. And I wasn't a big Kobe fan. Okay, I wasn't. I'm not one that follows basketball. Period. I was aware of the personal disparities, and that's where I thought I was maybe. And you know what? I never made a decision on whatever. It didn't bother me left or right because his wife stuck by him. And they obviously had something special. They were married for 20 years.
But if you guys don't mind me mentioning, I would just like to read off the list of 9 people who died in that crash.
No, please do, man. I was going to do the same on Thursday. Absolutely. They deserve a little bit of recognition.
Right on.
Just read their names out. Read their names out, followed by a couple of seconds of silence.
Right on. Go ahead, Luke.
Kobe Bryant. Gianna Bryant. John Altobelli. Kerry Altobelli. Alyssa Altobelli. Aaron Zabarian. That's all this one article is naming, but I'll that seemed like less than 9.
Yeah. You had the pilot. You had a basketball coach. He was on his way to his. I mean, if you guys go back really and take a look at his daughter's footage as far as her playing basketball, it is just heartbreaking because she had every ounce of Kobe in her. And like I said, I may have not known him, but I respect his career, and he did a lot, especially for the community.
I don't even have to respect any of that, man. I just can empathize with father and daughter dying together. They're leaving behind Kobe's 17-year-old son and a baby.
Yeah,
baby. And they were so close. Him and his daughter were so close, and then to pass away together, it's just
I feel for that son so hard, man. This is pure speculation. He's got to feel like, he's got to step up and be the man of the family. Could you imagine having that thrust upon your shoulders at 17?
I'm able to find another article, and I know I only read 6 of the 9 off. But
right on.
I would like to give a shout out of my deepest condolences to the family of the other 3. If you guys, by some absolute miracle, ever end up hearing this, then I'm entirely sorry, but I was just going off one article that did not mention your loved one.
It's all right, man. Doing these shows, and information is constantly being brought in, reevaluated, debunked.
Oh, now that you say the information's coming out, Scott, I did see a recent update on it, and it was really foggy that day. And it turned out that the police helicopter, even the Los Angeles Police Department, had grounded their helicopters for the day because of and they went up. They circled 6 times around, I believe, a zoo or school area before somebody, I guess, gave them clearance to go ahead and try to maneuver the fog.
Okay. When the news first broke, I was asleep. It broke during the 6 to 7 hour period each day that I sleep. And I woke up about 90 minutes earlier than normal. I tossed over to check my phone to see what the time was, expecting it to just be like 5 minutes before I was due to wake up, at which point I would just wake up naturally. And it was about 90 minutes beforehand. and I saw on my phone a breaking news article that Kobe Bryant was believed dead in a helicopter crash.
And
And right off
when
that
you say
bat
that,
there, man, wasn't it like...
And
fuck TMZ for releasing who it was before they could confirm it with their loved ones. That's all I gotta say about that.
I tossed back over. When I saw it, I immediately put my phone down, turned back over, and went back to sleep, hoping that I would wake up and it would have ended up being a nightmare.
Or a hoax. Right on.
Yeah, I turned straight back over and went straight back to sleep, hoping that I would wake up an hour and a half later or whatever and find out that I'd had a really intense, vivid nightmare. But lo and behold...
Damn, homie, I hear what you're saying, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it never fucking turns out that way.
Yeah.
Right.
It never turns out that way, but it won't stop me trying and hoping that I'd had a vivid nightmare.
Right.
That's fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That someone I respected and someone I admired had died.
That's a difficult...
And I pulled my fucking headphones out again. Hold on.
That's what my wife always says.
I can hear you again, but... over the last couple of months, there's been a few sporting deaths that have sort of hit me hard, and Kobe's one of them. Another one of them... You guys know I'm a huge football fan.
Soccer, right?
No, football.
Real football, okay?
Real football.
Just clarify for anyone.
I am a soccer fan, but if I meant soccer, I would have said soccer. But football is my second favourite sport. My favourite sport is a sport that was born out of Britain. And a sport where Britain is one of the only nations it's played. A sport called cricket. It's sort of... It sort of morphed into baseball. But there was a world famous English player who died in December by the name of Bob Willis.
I don't remember hearing about this, to be honest.
You probably wouldn't have, but that was the last sporting death that really hit me, and now basically Kobe is the newest. But a massive thank you to the guy who was supposed to be our guest tonight, Sederkalot. I will hit you up on Facebook at some point this week to try and get whatever issue you've been having sorted, and I'm sorry if I butcher any of these names, but I've got an article naming the other people who died in the crash.
Luke, I'm not trying to interrupt. Don't worry too much if you butchered them too hard. The fact that we're trying to name these people with respect, you know, all sin can be forgiven at the foot of the fucking cross, bro.
Okay. Christine...
You do your best, man.
Christina Mercer. Sarah Chester. And Peyton Chester. And I would just like to thank the two of you for respecting the brief moment of silence after I said each name. Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
But one final thing before we move on, and the whole reason Scott came on tonight. Dude, I can only go off online test I did, and I did about 3 or 4 consecutively, and they all came back with the exact same result.
Oh yeah, that you're of House Slytherin. I am not even like a Harry Potter fan. I would be considered peripheral at best. My son liked the first 4 movies when he was of that age.
Yeah,
But my sister Lauren, who sometimes is on my podcast.
Yeah,
I like her.
Yeah,
She's cool.
Yeah,
she's cool. I like her.
She's cool as fuck. She's.
Oh my God, Sam! I'm gonna tell my sister you said that.
Yeah,
Please do. I'll tell her myself when I call in if she's ever on one day. I would love to call in when she's on.
I'm gonna tell her independently, like, yo, this girl. Well, let me rephrase it. This woman I know online thinks you're cool too, Lauren, and it will brighten her day. So thank you.
And send her a big old hug, because she really is cool, and I really did enjoy listening to her. So, like, honestly.
Anyway, as for Luke being Slytherin, no, Luke's character is too honest, too forthright, too.
Wait, so is Slytherin bad? Like, or
it's not
naughty?
Necessarily bad, but
they're naughty.
Willing to use tactics that other people would find distasteful.
Oh.
How about that? Is that an apt fucking description?
I love that. So then the Gryffindor is supposed to be on the opposite.
Slur too much because I don't want to get in trouble.
I'll be slurring way before you.
You, to me, using any tactics necessary is an admirable trait because you have to put number 1 first so that you can help anyone else.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say Luke.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to say too, Scott.
But then he said to do it to help other people.
Yep. And I got it.
To reveal Luke's true selfless nature, ergo not Slytherin. Dude, you're Gryffindor. You're like a hero.
I was just supposed to ask what the difference was between Gryffindor and Slytherin. Okay.
I don't know the difference either. As I said, I am not in any way a Harry Potter fan. I was just told a couple of days ago that, hey, by a Harry Potter fan that was sort of rambling on, that I should take a couple of quizzes of these online quizzes to find out what Hogwarts house I'd be sorted into, and all of them came back the exact same.
Friend, like, hey, how about I see the movies first so I have some fucking context?
Dude,
Dude, I have no interest in the movies.
I think I've seen Harry Potter's sex tape, but that's about. Well, no, I saw the first Harry Potter and then Harry Potter's sex tape. I think I was good with that.
No
need to move on.
That sort of film makes absolute. I have no interest in, and
that's like that stupid movie with the fucking closet, and the talking lion.
I just mentioned it to try and fill a couple of minutes, and I'm sorry if I'm stuttering. I don't. There I am stuttering again. I'm not sure if you can see this on Skype,
I can
but
see it.
This is the 3rd time I've had to refill this tonight.
Yes, I've seen that.
Oh, Sam, what's up, girl?
Just real quick, seconds, Gold Luke.
Yeah, I'm not showing you my picture tonight. I'm not feeling particularly handsome.
I'm not feeling cute either, doll. So, but I had to scold Luke.
Shut the fuck up, doll. You look cute enough. So.
And to the 2 of you that can see the Skype, I will not have any arguments. This guy is the greatest musician of all time. There is no argument.
That's Johnny Cash.
Yeah, there is no argument about that. Johnny Cash
you can argue it, but Johnny Cash is in the Liz.
Johnny Cash is the greatest musician of all time. There is no argument. I will hear no argument. He is a legend.
I ain't arguing with you.
Look, I don't want to give you a case of Folsom Blues if you and me get into a Southern California.
I hear the train a-coming.
Oh, shit. Now you got him
It's
started.
rolling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. And time keeps dragging on. Production meeting on Twitter, Sam.
Oh,
But that train keeps rolling on down to San Antone.
You done did it, Scott.
Yeah, right, I'm gonna do it again. Oh, you know what that was from, Sam. You've been listening. How much do you love DMX, Sam?
DMX?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, don't even get me started on that.
But
woman, do you
That's what you're
remember
feeling.
back in 1999 when DMX ruled the planet Earth?
Oh my God.
I don't remember anything from 99. I was only alive for 3 months of it. Well, 3.5, but still.
Right? Well, you were
My
still
point
there.
stands.
You were influenced by that flesh of my flesh, blood of
Damn
my
it, Luke.
blood.
You're gonna make me lose
Me
my
young.
mind up in here.
Me young.
No, people need to be young. We need a mix of all sorts, young and old.
I've always wondered who's the baby of the community that actually has a show. Would it be me or Rybird?
Rybird is 21.
So
It would be you, Luke.
so it'll be me.
She is a lady. And I don't care.
She's a spectacular lady. Spectacular lady. I
Make
love
sure
you, Brian.
everyone listening there follows her on Instagram and she's on Twitter, Rybread.
Hashtag baby.
Fuck, I can't spell it right now. She's gonna cut my nuts off.
But,
I don't know. You'll get the idea. It's with 2 A's and 2 Y's. Rybread.
but
That made more sense in my head than it probably did in my mouth.
I love you, Scott.
No, I'm actually feeling all right now. I feel like my flow is good.
shout out to Rybird. Huge fucking shout
Rybread
out.
is a girl. She's not a girl. She's a woman.
She's fucking amazing.
She's awesome. She's so cute.
And
She's so cute.
and
Oh, I love her. She's so cute.
and
she's
No,
beautiful.
She's beautiful.
She's funny.
She's
yeah,
beautiful. She's beautiful. But when I say cute, it's an endearing kind of a thing where I feel like I could just want to hug her up and kiss her cheeks.
And
Let's do it.
and she's also the only person I can really relate to in this community on an age scale.
Oh, dude, I'm definitely telling her that when I talk to her tomorrow. That will warm her heart.
You gotta tell her we just love her so much, and that we showed her so much. She don't have to listen back because
I'm gonna tell her.
Lord.
You have to listen back.
Give her the timestamp so that she hears this, and if she does, right, I love you. You're the most awesomest being that I've had the pleasure of being able to know.
But just very quickly, this week the guilty party is me. Would we be able to take a quick bathroom break?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's your fucking show. You can do whatever you want.
We will see you all in 4.5 minutes.
Right now.
Word, I gotta piss too. I'll be right back.
And we're back. Sorry about that, guys. I tried to hold it as long as I could, but
that great. The second break was meant for Sam to go pee, but it was Luke.
Yeah.
Twasn't me that needed to be twixt my legs. No.
Well, wait
that
a
doesn't
minute.
Make any sense.
Someone else here took a leak too, and it felt fantastic. God. I still feel good after taking it. It's like Zen.
I'm always the one that has to go pee by this time, and it was like a miracle that I don't. It's going to be raining boar dicks here soon because I didn't have to cook.
The one fucking week we would have been able to go all the way through if I could hold it.
But I can never hold it though. So it's
There's
cool.
a lot of ladies out there that want to hold it for you, Luke, so.
Good one, Scott.
No, the doors are just set wide open for me, and I stroll through them.
Yeah, dude.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do for my show Thursday, guys, or our show, is because it's Pathetic with Scott and Rye Bread.
Most misleading title ever.
But I've got like no ideas.
When you guys come on, you know what? And I've heard y'all say that at the beginning of the podcast, like, we don't know what we're gonna talk, and then all of a sudden you guys just fucking knock it out the fucking park. It's like, yeah, bullshit. You guys just always fucking knock it out, and you all say we don't have a topic, and then you guys just fucking blow my mind. Come on.
Wait.
What?
A show not knowing what they were going to talk about, but still ending up pulling it off in the end by some absolute miracle. Why did that sound so familiar to me?
Probably because that's what happens under the umbrella of the WNC network.
Exactly.
And that's
I took inspiration from my forefathers. Get in the corner. Did you guys do your show first, or did we start ours? It doesn't matter.
You guys started yours.
You did yours.
Yeah.
Was it that? I couldn't remember. I'm sure you guys heard us and were thinking, we're funnier than those two assholes.
I was lucky to be on, even a guest on there. Like, that's my one of my favorite moments of all time.
I will actually always remember the night we were planning to start TCP.
Mm-hmm.
You had a show of It's Pathetic, and I found it so fucking hard to not say anything that night because I knew what was coming just a couple of hours later, and it was so hard not to say anything. Because I remember with the whole hashtag it begins and the hashtag imminent, we'd been teasing this shit for months. Right. And it was sort of like, I want to say anything. I want to say something because it's tonight, but I don't want to ruin it because we've spent so long hyping this up. And the whole point of this hype is to drop it on everyone at a moment's notice.
Right on. And it would have been, even at that, it would have been like I don't think it would have been good form anyways to be doing that in people's chats. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It takes away from, takes away, and so we kept it. That's another reason why we kept it.
Next time in
because
the
it was just like, we're not
in
stepping
any
on
chat
toes.
via Riot Bread Run, just fucking do it. This is like that Nike thing. Just do it. This is the rated R version. Just fucking do it. What's the worst that can happen?
But
have a good you have a good fucking time.
But I will remember until the day I die listening to you guys just a couple of hours, literally 2 hours before TCP began, and listening to you, trying my hardest not to say anything, because you guys were the last ever Mixler show that I listened to under the Luke Throto Birch name account.
Oh, before you changed it to your current moniker?
Yeah.
Dude, it was nice. It was
The second you went off air, I X'd out of everything and changed all the account details to make sure it was ready.
Dude, I guess maybe I might be changing gears a bit, but Scott, I definitely need to come back on with you guys. It's one of the, like I said,
You, Luke, have a standing open invitation. It's just some of us less tech savvy people have to figure it out. That'd be myself.
All y'all got to do is just message me, and if y'all can call me in on Skype, baby, I'm there. Message me a little bit beforehand.
I'm
so I can
advising you two to just hit Rye Bread up directly. She'd love the attention. God, if she doesn't hear this, she's gonna kick me in the balls.
Oh boy!
No, but I haven't been messaging anybody because I've been in such a sad state of a spell, and I'm still trying to, like I said on the last show, I'm not 100%.
Oh my
but I'm still trying to get back up.
Let's do a private show talking about our fucking depressive states.
Oh my God! Right, like that could be a show in itself. I'm telling you right now. We got 3 hours B-roll of that already.
Did on a depression episode, do you have room for a bipolar Brit with fucking anxiety issues?
Yeah.
You're more than welcome.
No shit do we have room for you, Luke. There's a lot of bipolar people in this fucking podcast community.
And
maybe that's not a fact. Wait, I'm gonna retract that a little.
This is my goddamn therapy, y'all. If I didn't, you know what, I was going crazy, and this is the therapy. Tuesday nights are therapy for me, where I get to just hang my love bone out, my board dick out.
Just a little love bone.
Love it, just a little bit.
Well, Sam, I've said that about my show too. It is, and Rye said it too. I think she believes it too. And it is a partial form of therapy.
It is. It really is.
It's a vehicle for self-expression.
I will say this. I do see Bobby Anthem in the chat, and I do remember on one of the episodes of In Search of My Lost Soul was actually where...
Which is one of those things you need to listen to. I'm not even...
Exactly,
Bob,
but
don't kill me. I'm not even sucking Bob's dick right now. What he says there will bring a tear to your eye, and maybe even more importantly, it might make you think.
Yes, make you reflect. Absolutely, that's it.
Bobby, you brought a tear to my eye, and you made me think. So, man, Bobby, if you can, you're a good man and a good friend. Do you think he heard that, guys, or is he just like tuned in and have it like on mute?
No, Bobby heard that.
I'm gonna get him on our show too.
I was almost scared to admit that I have bipolarism because that would mean it was real. But when
dude, I hear that. I hear not want to admit something because by admitting it, you're admitting it to yourself.
Yeah,
even if you know that everyone around you knows it, and you accept the fact that everyone around you knows it, it's different than saying that I got it.
And it was actually an email I sent into Bobby's In Search of My Lost Soul, where I sort of, for the first time, publicly said, yes, this is why I have these violent mood swings. This is what's wrong with me.
And I think that was really important and very brave of you, Luke, because a lot of times we don't share that aspect of our lives, and it's a missed opportunity for others to connect with us. And I've got my issues. I don't have any diagnosed stuff besides the anxiety attacks that I do have. But I know that I do get depressed, and I know I do get blue, and I know I do get there's issues where I would rather probably be under my covers and deal with the day. I would rather throw punch everybody instead of dealing with it. You know what I mean? And because of
and just remember, if you ever have something a day where you're struggling to cope, just hit me up, mi mejor amiga, and I'll be there for you.
Oh, absolutely, mejor amigo. And that goes for everybody that's listening to us. The thing is that we've dealt with our mental issues, and our mental health issues. And we know that a lot of people are going diagnosed and don't have an outlet or somebody to reach out to. And I was hoping that when we made this show a safe space, that people could reach out to us.
Well,
And I have no idea what I can tell you, but I can be there for you, and I'm a good listener. I don't have any answers, but I can be there.
I'm almost sort of considering, even though it's not the main, even though we haven't brought it up, considering it's the main cause of death in people with mental illnesses, I'm considering putting the suicide hotline number in the YouTube description.
I think that would be.
I think that's a fine thing to do. Why not? Why not?
Absolutely.
There's no reason not to, quite frankly.
I mean, if we're gonna be, might as well put our money where our mouth is. If we're gonna be
talk all this fucking preachy talk about not wanting to see our friends blow each other's brains out.
Right. Then we offer.
How are you gonna help? Call this motherfucking hotline. Maybe you won't kill yourself that night. Yeah. That may sound cliche, but it might actually save someone's life.
So anyone listening live or on the show reel, just wait a couple of days until the YouTube comes out. The suicide hotline number will be in the description. Anyone listening on the YouTube or the BitChute, when I eventually end up catching up on the BitChute, go down into the description of the video, check it, look for if you're having suicidal thoughts, look for the suicide hotline number and call it. Please, the way I'm about to word this may sound selfish, but we would hate to lose any of our friends, and we consider everyone in this community, everyone that deserves it, our friends.
Even the lowest among us, we don't want you to see fucking awful stuff.
Yeah,
and I mean that. And I'm the most detested one here.
We
These are my words of encouragement. I know they may sound a little more pessimistic, but when you're in that dark place where you're about to do it, remember, enough people give a fuck about you that don't do it.
Yeah,
Right.
All
right, man. We need to kind of redirect or something.
Yeah. But there's a message that will be in the for foreseeable future YouTube descriptions.
Yeah.
And you know what? We also put our @s and DM us. We may not be able to have all the answers, but we may have resources to direct you to. So just
none of the
keep
answers.
that in mind.
Just want to help people.
Absolutely.
I want to help. Yeah, I guess help people.
I hate to put it this blunt, but we don't want to see anyone blow their brains out.
Yes, exactly.
But changing onto a more optimistic topic.
Yeah.
Well, at least optimistic for me.
Oh, jeez.
As you all know, we have a running angle here on TCP of...
Oh, man.
We're incredibly competitive with each other.
Do we even... I don't even have... You know what, Luke? I don't even have a lesson.
We're the best of friends, but we are incredibly competitive. And quite frequently we like to do little wagers. And the whole reason these wagers started up in the end, you'll see that one in the near future, but we're going to keep it going at least until that comes out. And last week, by some miracle, I actually came out on top.
Sorry.
And I asked Sam, before we went on air tonight, just to say the first thing that came to her mind between game or lesson, because we were planning both a game and, obviously, as always, an end of show lesson. She said lesson. So the punishment for losing last week at rock, paper, scissors is going to come during the Spanish lesson this week.
Spanish lesson?
We got a Spanish
Man.
lesson.
All right, yeah. Listen, guys, I'm gonna take this opportunity.
Run, Scott, run!
I want to thank you guys for having me on.
Thank
I had
you,
a lot of
pleasure.
fun. So hopefully we'll do it all again, and all that shit we were talking, I meant it. So this ain't the end. I'll pray for you. Good night.
Love you, Scott.
Night, Scott.
Oh, I love him so much. My little bugaboo.
But
Okay.
let's explain what we are
What
the game we're planning on playing this week. Very quickly first. 20
Scott. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
20 questions. I don't know if anyone has ever heard of 20 questions, but do you want to explain to them the game first before we get into this?
Sure. Now, the name of the game is 20 questions, and one of us, either one, has a thought, and we have 20 questions to get to the right answer. The one that has the fewer amount of questions to reach the final answer wins. And we have, we got enough. Yeah, we got enough time, right? I was just making sure. I was just looking at the time.
We've got enough time to do this, the lesson, and then close.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, Luke, you go. You got to have a thought, and then I have to figure it out in 20 questions.
Okay, go on. Start asking.
Okay. Question number 1. Oh, let me get a pen so I can figure this out. Okay, question number 1. Does it have legs?
Yes.
All right. Oops, hold on. Question number 2. Does it have hair?
Yes.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Is it a human or an animal?
Technically, humans are animals, but it's human.
Is it a famous figure or somebody I wouldn't know?
It's not famous, but I would imagine it's someone you know. And that's 4 questions. I'm just keeping track.
Is it relatable in my area or yours?
Both.
You bastard. Okay.
5.
5. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is it a male or female?
Female. 6.
Is said female political or a private citizen or an actor?
They're a private citizen, but they don't feel shy in making their political views known. 7.
Damn it. Do their political views go towards activism or more? No. That's my. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. Do their political views set them in a certain arena as far as perhaps drug issues go or immigration? Don't ask me why I asked that.
I would say yes to both.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is she currently running for president?
No. At least not to the best of my knowledge.
Does... Oh, God. Okay, where am I at? That's 2 more questions, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
You're at 9 questions. You're at 9...
9 questions.
9 questions total.
I was hoping I was going to get away with 8. Okay. Is she a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Is she a person of color?
I guess so, yes.
That doesn't
Technically.
help. Not 1%. You can't have you can't have like 0.01% Indian in you.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not thinking of Elizabeth Warren.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that's an example. Like this full-blown person of color.
Yeah, technically, I believe they would class as a person of color.
That still doesn't help. Okay. Okay, so far they have legs, they have hair, they're human, they're female, they're not shy about their political views, they are a U.S. citizen.
You're gonna kick yourself.
Yeah, this is ridiculous because
you're at 11 questions so far.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Get serious, Sam. It's not Caitlyn Jenner. Get serious.
No, it's not.
Let's see. I'm just joking. That's a joke. Okay. Relevant questions. We've already discussed, okay, legs, hair, human, female, not shy about political. They are a U.S. citizen, but they're not a political they don't hold political office currently.
Although I think they should.
That betwixt me even worse. Okay. I
don't know if they'd want to, but given their views, I think they should. But
what is their profession? Is their profession public or private?
I'm not sure their profession at the moment.
Okay.
To be fair.
Gotcha.
And that's 12 questions.
Jesus, even counted that, even though he didn't know. Got that, people? Let me see. Okay, 12 questions. Okay, she's a citizen. She's female. She's not shy about her political views. Is she on any, okay, no, you don't know that. Okay, I can't ask that. Because I was going to say, is she on any kind of news programs that would be like a commentary or correspondent? Okay.
No,
I just wasted.
No, but with you backing out of that at the last second, I won't class that as a question, and you're still at 12.
Is she my age or is she younger?
She's your age. 13.
Damn it. Okay. Does she have a particular sexual orientation that I need to know about?
I don't see how that would help, but straight.
It would help me if I know that they were gay or straight.
Straight.
I can pinpoint people.
Straight.
Okay, gotcha.
14.
Gotcha.
14 questions.
Jesus. Okay. Jeebus. Okay. I'm gonna lose y'all.
You're going to be so fucking angry when I
know it's probably
this.
Hillary Clinton, but whatever. No, I'm just joking.
No,
she's not.
it's not.
This totally doesn't even make sense to it. Oh my gosh. She's not a political figure. She doesn't shy away from her political views. She's about my age. She's U.S. citizen. God, that could be anybody. That could be Rihanna. No, I'm lying. I'm way older than Rihanna. Let's see. I don't have her ass either. Okay. This puts me into a corner because she's not a political figure.
You're going to be so fucking angry.
Oh, I'm gonna be so angry probably. I've got 12 down. Oh my gosh, she's technically a person of color, but we don't know. Can we name the ethnicity ethnicity, if possible? Is she
Mexican.
Spanish, or is she's okay? So she is Mexican.
15 questions.
Jesus, she's Mexican. She's a woman. She doesn't hold any political office. Where is the main focus of her attention? What state?
Texas.
Oh shit!
16.
I should know this.
Oh yes, you should.
Son of a bitch. Is she still alive or is she a past person?
She's alive. 17 questions.
There's another fucking question. Okay, she's alive. She's my age. Would it be any form of activism that I'm involved in?
Yes.
Ah, shit.
18 questions.
Did she try to pass a cannabis law?
It wouldn't surprise me if she has. But
Okay, so that's... okay.
But because I cannot give a definitive answer on that, I'm not going to class that as a question.
Okay.
So, still 18 questions. 2 to go.
What is the organization that she heads?
She doesn't head an organization, but I know a few organizations she's a member of.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm not sure if I really should name an organization she's a member of, but because one organization immediately comes to mind, but that would give it away instantly.
Okay, gotcha.
You've got one more question until you hit the 20.
One more question. Have I ever met her? Would I have been alongside her?
I guess yes and no. That's a really complicated question.
Right on. Okay. Well, that's my 20.
Do you want to make a guess?
I have absolutely not one iota of a Ray Liotta idea.
Do you give up?
Fuck. You know how hard it is for me to say this, Luke? Oh my God. Okay, let me take a breath. Let me bite my lip. Let me grab my crotch. I give fucking up. I give up.
And do you mind turning your camera on because I want to see how angry you are.
Okay, here I am. Here's my fucking beautiful mug. Let's do this.
Okay, the person I'm thinking of is known to all of us.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
She's a cannabis for medical marijuana. She drives a 1985 Mercedes. She's known as Sensible Sam. I was thinking of you.
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch!
I was thinking.
It's a 96. It's a 96 Mercedes, but still, you son of a bitch.
I was thinking of you.
Oh, you son of a. God dang it! You're right. You're right.
And
I'm glad you turned the camera on. I'm picking up the storm over here.
And you took all 20 questions. So if I do not take all 20 questions, I win. Otherwise, it's a tie and we both pay up next week.
Oh shit! All right.
So.
All right. Okay. God damn it! I lost. Okay.
So basically, you're screwed no matter what. You just have to make sure I take at least 20 questions, so that I'm screwed as well.
Story of my life. I think I can do that. Oh my God! I don't know myself, y'all. I honestly don't know myself at this point. Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm not. I hope you're not annoyed that you're the person I used.
I'm annoyed I didn't know myself. I'm annoyed I didn't fucking know myself. But that was so good. That was such a good game. Oh, that was so good. You had me going.
I-
You really had me going. Oh my god, that was so good.
I was I was initially thinking of first using Johnny Cash, but I thought that would have been way too fucking easy.
Way on the nose.
Way too fucking easy. And
that would have been a bit too. Yeah, that was a twist.
And if I'd used Johnny Cash, people would have accused me of basically throwing it away. I think you know. I think you guys know now that I'm not throwing these.
He should though, but he's not.
But because of Sam's record against me, even though I won the big one, you will see about that soon. There is a sort of rumour that I've been throwing these. I have not.
Absolutely not. Believe that. Everything I gotta pay is in blood, sweat, and bored dick tears.
And whenever she wins, it is genuine and entirely true.
Entirely.
But you have to make sure I cannot get this person in 20 questions. And regardless, you're still going to have to do a forfeit next week, but make sure it takes me at least 20 questions so you can have me do one. Go on.
Ah, shit. Okay. All right. Go ahead and ask your first question.
Are they a human being?
Wait, say that again, babe?
Are they a human being?
Yes, a human being.
Are they still alive?
No. Keep track of the questions because I can't right now.
I'm keeping track. Are they famous?
Yes, they are famous.
Okay, that's 3 questions. Are they a musician?
No, they are not.
Are they an actor?
No, they are not.
Are they an author?
No, they are not. Where are we at?
6.
Okay.
Are they famous in any way?
Yes, they are.
7. I've had a little bit to drink, so I'm struggling to think of any other way a person could be famous other than those 3.
Nope, not gonna give you any hints.
Are they an outlaw?
No, they are not. On the contrary.
Oh, so they're pure. Are they are they Indian?
No, they definitely are not.
So that's Mahatma Gandhi out the window.
Definitely.
Are they a freedom fighter though?
In a sense. If you had to contextualize it historically or in the news or whatever, I would say okay. I would give that one a pass as far as that would go.
Okay. That really complicates things.
Contextually, yes, it does. Consider them. That hopefully that helps. Because yes.
It doesn't. It makes it a hell of a lot harder. Are they still alive?
No, you asked that, so I'm not going to count that.
No, I'll count it.
They are not alive. They are, and let's go back to what the answers were.
What?
They're not alive. Okay.
While I am not the best at pinpointing when freedom fighters died, would you be willing to give me the year they died, if you know it?
I do not know it, but it would have to be around 1800 and something.
1800 and something. That's 12 questions. One name immediately comes to mind,
Mm-hmm.
and I cannot remember the name. Hang on.
You can do.
Let,
You can.
let,
You're gonna make this. Luke gave me a hard one, by the way, and I'm throwing Luke a softball. And I'm just joking. I'm not. This is a good one. This is good. This is good. I got Luke on the ropes.
I'm thinking of someone who opposed the Kansas-Nebraska Act.
I have no idea what that is.
Who
So I won't take that point.
Hung for opposing slavery. Was it John Brown?
Is that do you want to settle in on that, or do you want to use what you have left?
I want to use that as one of my questions.
Oh, is it John Brown? Oh, that's really specific, but no.
No. Okay, that's 13 questions. Were they at all involved in the slavery debate?
By technicality, yes. Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Are you thinking of Abraham Lincoln?
No, I am not.
Okay, that's 15.
Wow. 15 questions.
I'm starting to think this may be a tie, and we're both gonna have to do something next week.
It sounds like it. Sounds like it. And you're gonna kick yourself over this one, baby doll. You're gonna kick yourself.
Is it Stephen Douglas who was Abraham Lincoln's main opponent in the 1960 election?
Nope, that is not correct, sir. You're on a track, but it's not. Nope, can't. I gotta be fair. Okay, it's not. It does have to do with slavery. Let me give you that, because you were kind to me on mine. It doesn't necessarily have to do in the Lincoln era, if that makes sense.
Were they pro-slavery or anti-slavery?
It didn't matter. They had to just deal with it.
That gives me absolutely no help at all, and I'm already up to 17 questions.
It should. Oh, I wish there was oh, there's so many questions. Okay, I can't.
Were they a political figure?
No, they were not. They were not. They were a military figure, but not a political figure.
Is it Ulysses S. Grant?
No, it is not. They're not that high of a political figure, but a part of the. I'm giving you so many answers. A part of the army, nonetheless, or military, nonetheless. Not necessarily the army or whatever. I really don't know the branch, but.
Okay, I'm
number 19. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's 19. If I do not get it after this question, we both have to pay up next week.
And if anybody has any ideas on the Mixler now or on the download, let us know. Suggestions are welcome. Torture TCP. Hashtag torture TCP. Anything that can be done on air would be fun. All right, Luke. Questione number 19.
It's question 20, but you never you never really answered the one question I wanted to know, which is, did they die for their beliefs?
Oh, yes, absolutely. You never asked that, but sure, yes, they did.
Okay, I think
Time to. It's the reckoning. It's the reckoning. What say you, Luke?
I'm drunk, so give me a second to remember the name.
Okay. Do, knocking on my back door. That's what you're. Give me a second. Sorry. We're gonna get so copyrighted striked.
Okay,
Luke is really squinting. He's thinking about his answer. He's gonna give it to Sam, but she knows that it's wrong.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably wrong.
Hit me, Luke. Hit me 2 times. Hit me 2 times. Baby done gone.
I don't want to get the name wrong, but the name John Brown comes to mind as a guy who may have been hung for his views on slavery just before the Civil War.
Wow. Those questions totally misrepresented everything, because he didn't get hung. He did have his own beliefs, and he was fighting for something, and he died for it. And it's something that is that your final answer? Because I'm about to reveal the big motherfucking reveal.
Fuck it, we're both gonna have to do a punishment next week. I give up.
Okay. Davy Crockett,
King of the Wild Frontier. Fuck.
He died for his political beliefs. He was semi in the military. He was very famous for his coonskin hat.
Yeah.
Yes. And I thought, no, this is so easy. I'm just throwing a softball.
I fucking should have got that, because I should have asked better questions, because one of the. I hope you don't have a problem with me mentioning this, but with you being from San Antonio, the Alamo is one of the battles that I have the biggest interest in.
Absolutely.
So I really fucking should have got that, but I guess this is another draw. So given the draw rules, I'm guessing we both have to think of something for each other to do next week.
I think we do. And if anybody has any ideas of how we can embarrass each other on air without video, please do send us your ideas and DM us before Tuesday so we can get on that. But we will be coming up with something as well.
But
Oi.
Last week, we only have a few minutes left, but last week we had a game of rock, paper, scissors, and I won. And before we started the show tonight, I asked Sam to pick game or lesson, and she picked lesson. I would like her, as pay up for losing rock, paper, scissors last week, to conduct the lesson in the thickest Mexican accent she can possibly do.
Totally not fair, because the first thing you're going to realize is that this Mexican can't do a Mexican accent.
The whole point of this entire angle is to make the other person cringe. You do not want to lose to the other person. Yes, I know we both lost this week with the 20 questions, but the whole point is to not lose. Because the punishment is you're gonna cringe.
What is my punishment for tonight?
To conduct this week's Spanish lesson in as thick of an accent as you can do, and we're sort of running out of time, so you're gonna have to get it over quickly.
Okay, how much time do we have? How much time do we have?
Few minutes.
Okay, here we go.
Three.
Spanish lesson.
3, 2, 1. Accent from now.
Okay, look. So, okay, man. So today we're going to talk about the lesson. Okay, look. This is a lesson. Luke es Luke es el más mejor. Okay, you say now. You say.
Could you repeat it?
I will repeat it. Luke es el más mejor. Luke es el más mejor.
Luke es el más amor.
No, el más mejor.
El más mejor.
Okay, you're getting it right. You're getting it down. It's very good. It's a Spanish lesson for tonight for TCP. I'm doing my Spanish accent, okay, man? Okay, so check it out. Luke es el más mejor. Now, the translation, Luke, do you know the translation?
No.
The translation to this message is Luke is the best.
Oh.
Okay, you gotta say Luke is the best. Like that.
So you're sending me a compliment which you know I have trouble taking.
I sure am. I sure am. You gotta listen, man. It's my punishment. Luke es el más mejor.
Luke es el más mejor.
You got it, baby. You got it. Now, what is it in English?
Luke is the best, and you know I cannot take compliments.
Don't even be talking like that, Luke. You know it's all good. You know I be paying my debts and stuff like that. So it's just sensible, Sam. I just talking in a Mexican accent, but it's not really good. You know what I'm saying? You get what I say? Hey, look, it's time to close the show out, man. We're going to close the show out, everybody. Thank you, everybody who was joining us. I'm sorry very, very much, Dirk, that you was not able to come on, but we're going to get it fixed up really good.
Dirk, if you have a chance to listen to this, I'll get in touch with you on Facebook over the week to try and sort this out.
We're going to get you out here so hard.
With the heavy accent.
Oh, hey, hola, goodbye, man. I see you later, okay? Come on, Luke.
Sam's debt from last week's Rock, Paper, Scissors is paid, and we will see you all next week. TCP out.